I got diff fluid leaking, man. So, replace seals, replace bearings, replace all the good stuff. And while it's out, I got a lunchbox locker to install, so let's get that out the way. What's the damn deal, guys? Here we are back on the 4Runner build. Now, as you remember the first part of the video, this is the second part now. We disassembled the rear axle, decided, you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and replace the whole thing, the whole 9 yards, brake pads, everything. We're just gonna replace the whole thing. So I went out my way, bought pads, springs, brake drums, whatever I had to do to get this thing brand new. I did do the passenger side just to save some time for the video. And I also went out my way and bought a press. So you guys are gonna be with me while we do the driver's side. So let's get it. And just like that, we took all the brake components off. Now, time to put it in the press. Alright, so we ready to put on the press. Now I went out my way and bought this axle tool from Amazon, I think it was. I don't know who made it or not, but I did have to modify it a little bit to make it work the way I needed it to work, because from my understanding that red plate is an adapter and that's supposed to be used that way, but it works for me, so I'm gonna make it happen like that. And just like that, we got the shaft out. See, that Toyota tool worked out right, but it's supposed to, that setup ain't right. That setup not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to go, that red's not supposed to even be used in this situation because I don't have ABS and none of that. But either way, it worked for me. We got it out. Let's continue. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these cleaned up. That way they can, you know, get a fresh start again. Got these brake components that I will be using again. Clean up the shaft, get it all cleaned up, and we'll get right back to it. We got everything cleaned up. Time to put it back together. These are the parts that we're using. Bearings, got little O-rings, got the collars, got seals for the axle. Shout out Trail Gear, man. Check them out. We got it pressed in. One way to know that you're pretty much flushed. I don't know if you can see pretty good, but there's a little slot here where the snap ring goes. Once you see that lip there open, you're pretty much good. There it is. Now time to take it off and set all the brake components back on. So here we are, ready to assemble all the brake components. We got literally everything new. We got the pads, we got the cylinder, hardware, parking brake hardware. We got all the good stuff. Now these are all the OEM components that I'm using because some parts didn't come included with the kit. And for example, these pins, these are OEM pins, and the ones that come with the kit aren't long enough, so the springs won't reach. So we got all the brake components back on, got everything back together. I also did mention that we had a locker, but this is gonna be for our next video, so stay tuned.